So hi guys, I wanted to show you the actual process of me selecting this makeup so you know it's completely random. I pulled 3 of each section of either face, eyeshadow, and as you can see I've pulled a variety of what I have. So just so you're aware, this is going to be completely random and I will be picking with my eyes closed. I will not know what I'll be picking up, and only when I pick it up will I know. My eyes and just reaching to the right, seeing what comes up. Okay, so the first product that I got is Cornelius by ColourPop in the shade, the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Cornelius, and it's just your basic brown. I'll be using this for the eyes. Let me pull something else. The next thing that I pulled is the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer. It's just your basic concealer. I won't stop until I pull a full face, and we'll see what happens. The next item that I pulled is this Nude Kohl Pencil by Wet n Wild. I'll be using this for my eyes somehow. Is the Maybelline Falsies Volume Mascara. I'll be using this for my eyes. So we're doing really well so far is what I'm saying. Is the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. I'll be using this to set my under eyes and to make my face essentially. That is in the nude, and this is just going to be your dupe of the Naked 3 palette, I believe. It just looks like this. I'll be using that for the eyes. Shade medium. It's just going to be your basic brow kit. I'll be using this for that step. Lips, I'll be using the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Clueless. My foundation, I'll be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I think we're almost there. Looks like that. I'm really liking how this look is going to be turning out so far. I'll be using the Pixi by Petra Natural Contour Powder in the shade Shape and Shadow. Looks like that. I'll be using the ColourPop Cream Gel Color in the shade Sweet Tooth. It's really pretty coppery brown. My blush palette, I'll be using this one by Makeup Revolution, the Ultra Contour Powder in All About Pink. So I think we have our full face. Let's go ahead and start. What I'm going to be starting with is primer. You guys know that I love the Nivea Ben's Post Aftershave Balm. I'm so glad I picked it up when I did this plan, closed my eyes. So what we're going to do is with this, as I've always said, all you want to do is put it on your face until it gets tacky. And the best part of it is glycerin, because glycerin makes things stick to each other, and it's naturally produced in our bodies. And if you want your makeup to stick to your face, and this only costs $6 versus a $30 primer, get this, you will not regret it. So just apply this all over your face, and you can tell when something gets tacky because it gets harder to blend in. Do that, and then the next step will be eyes. Trust me, it's not the weird that I'm doing this on camera. If you need more, go ahead and just use some more. I know, guys, I'm in such a good mood today. It's like infectious. That's what I say. Smiling is infectious. It's all over the place, my mood. But that's okay, guys. That's okay, because this is better than this. So again, just rub it in until it feels tacky, and we are good with primer. So the next step is I'm going to go ahead and move to my eyes, because I know that the shades won't have a lot of fallout. So I'll just get eyes done and out of the way. So if you have any sticky tape, that's what we need. It's very important for this step. So what you're going to do with this sticky tape, I'm going to tell you because it's very important, is what you're going to do is you're going to take a little strip of this, put it on the back of your hand. Do this a couple of times to get rid of the stickiness of the tape. And the reason why I do this is because I don't want to cause wrinkles at the edge of my eyes. Because if this tape is at full strength, sticky full strength, you can really irritate your eyes or make them very red when you pull the eyeshadow off. So what you're going to do is you're just going to make these as even as possible. We're doing this for both eyes, by the way. Make the tape lines as even as possible, and then we'll have very crisp, very beautiful eyeshadow. Yeah. That was a struggle. I was on the struggle bus for a bit. Put this on the corner of your eyes. Just keep it as even as you possibly can. Not like that, but even more even than that. Guys, I'm like, I could do a dance party, like, insert fake music there. Okay, so these are as even as they're gonna get, because the struggle bus is real with this. Okay, there we go. Done and done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Maybelline Master conceal this over my eyelids, so that way we have a blank canvas to work on. That's really important. If you really want your eyeshadow to be pigmented, you want it to show up, you want it to be bam, wham, thank you, ma'am. You always want to start with a blank canvas on the eyes, that way you know that the color will show up and be pigmented. I usually use concealer. You can use trickery on me. What you want to do to make your eyeshadow pigmented and make it look blended is you always want to start with a blank canvas. That's what I've always done with my eyeshadow. I've really wanted to make it look fresh and awake, and you do that with a blank canvas, my friends. My friends? My friends. So what we're going to do is just going to apply this all over our eyelid with our bare finger. I know that may make some of you guys cringe, but it's our eyelid. It's not good, girls. So, and this is going to moderately cover up the veininess on my lids. It's not going to completely cover up. We'll go in with a bone colored shadow just to help that out a little bit more. But just take this all over the eyelids and blend. In my soft, romantic voice. Okay, so now the next step is going to be setting that concealer we just put on our eyelids. And what I'm going to do that with is I'm going to take from the nude palette that I pulled, and we're just going to take this bone color, or I should say off-white, champagne color. I'm just going to take that color right there. I think it's called Latte. We're taking Latte, and we're just going to apply this all over our eyelids to really lock in the concealer and make sure all our other eyeshadows blend properly over top. Just take Latte and just apply this all over the lid. Ooh. Huh. I have a sparkly blending brush. How about that? Let's try a different one. Do the same on both eyes. Bone color on each eyelid. What we're going to do is now we're going to play with shadows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside of my normal comfort zone with these shadows because I really want this to be an interesting look for you guys to recreate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go dark. Just going to... what I'm going to do is go a bit darker than I usually do. So what I'm going to do... Let me take a detail brush for this step. Any small detail brush that you have, I have this one from e.l.f. It will work. And we're just going to take, let's see, which color? Let's be experimental. I think I'm going to take this kind of off black, close to purple color right there called Tokyo in this palette. We're just going to apply that on the crease. We're going to get funky. This is going to be a funky look. As in not funky bad, but funky good. I gotta tell you guys, it's so weird how when I first got in front of the camera, I was like, ah! You see my eyes there? But now that I'm 22 videos in, I finally feel like my personality is coming across on camera because I want you guys to see my personality, what I'm like, so you can assess me silently but judgmentally. Just kidding. I'm not happy. But I'm starting to feel really comfortable about being on YouTube and how I'm progressing as my channel grows. And I want to say thank you. I forgot to film a thank you, but I really want to say thank you to everyone who was there from the beginning, who subscribed to me from the start. I love you guys, and I really want to say thank you because you guys have helped me realize how much I love doing what I'm doing here on YouTube. I really want that to come across in my videos. I feel like I don't say it enough, but I really want to say thank you to you guys who are here from the start, and anybody who has joined recently. Just really want to say thank you and be sincere in my apologies of how much I really owe it to you guys that you guys got me started here on YouTube. Now that the sentimental apology is over, we're just going to go in with that. We're going to blend the Tokyo color. And the thing with blending is if you look up, I learned this trick from someone on YouTube, you really don't want to see any harsh lines. That's in the shade Cornelius, that brown color that we saw earlier. I'm just going to take that on a fluffy blending brush and we're just further blending out that crease color, which is what we want. We want a very blended out crease color and then a gorgeous pop on the eyelid. So how have you guys been doing? I know there's been a lot of buzz about New Year's, and then a ton of New Year's videos came out. Well, I just want to say that one of my New Year's resolutions is to just be uploading on a more regular basis and try to find other ways to make myself happy, like have more hobbies, and I'm going to be starting college soon, so just trying to find a good way to incorporate makeup into college stuff and be happy at the same time. Always a struggle. So now that we blended out the crease even more with that warm brown, let me see. I'm going to take, let's go back to that In the Nudes palette that we have. We're just going to apply that all over our lid. It's going to be really nice and pretty. So just take that and apply that all over your lid, or if you have anything similar to this, it would be fine as well. You don't have to use exactly what I'm using. It's not necessary. Guys, this is going to be like a 30-minute video, I swear. I don't know how to tone it down. And then we're going to go into the crease or the outer V with this color right here. That color right there. We're going to make it smoky and gorgeous. Okay, so now we have our eyes for the most part done. I'm going to take that original white color we used and we're just going to put that under the brows. If that doesn't stop falling off, I don't know what I'm going to do. Take this under the brows, make sure it's nice and pigmented, and then that's going to be it for the top eyelid. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tape off. We're just going to go whoop. Look at that gorgeous line. Oh, I just remembered we have wing liner. Probably shouldn't have done that, but we'll make do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Sweet Tooth liner. This is going to be interesting because this eye is so dark. It may or may not show up on our eye, but we're going to try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an angled eyeliner brush. Any angled eyeliner brush that you have will work for this step. And where is one? That's what I want to know. Yeah, or you can use something like this. This will work too. I'm just going to take that ColourPop Cream Gel liner. We're just going to line our top lash line. I make the weirdest faces when I do this. It's called concentration. Using concealer, and the concealer I pulled from this blindfold makeup challenge is the Maybelline Master Conceal. So what I'm going to take is a brush like this. As you can see, it's dirty, don't mind me. I'm just going to take a little bit. What I'm going to do is we're going to pat that into our skin. You never want to rub with concealer because it's really going to like show up on your eye that you like rubbed it in. And you may wonder, why are we doing this before foundation? It's just so the foundation can blend more easily into the concealer, and it's easier if we need to correct anything to make it corrected. So just take that, pat that into skin. See, I'll never rock this on the normal daily basis. That's why this video is here for. This is a different look, for sure. So just take your favorite concealer, or this one if you have it. I'm just gonna conceal those bags. Those very, very big eye bags. Take your concealer and just conceal away. Okay. Now we're gonna set. I'm gonna use that NYC Smooth Skin Powder that we got. It looked like you just had flour over your face when you open it, so be very careful. And look up when you set your concealer, because that way you get less wrinkles and it won't crease. I'm tempted to bake, but maybe not today. So just set your under eyes like so. And I just got some on my eyelid. Okay. Now that you have set your under eye, what we're going to do is now we're going to go in with foundation. Now I pulled the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Foundation. I really don't use this foundation enough, honestly. That's why I'm happy it was pulled. So just dot this, your favorite full coverage foundation, all over your face. It doesn't have to be this one. It could be Maybelline Fit Me. It could be Estee Lauder Double Wear. It could be any foundation that you have. It doesn't have to be this one. And we're going to take a stippling brush and we're going to just go stipple that away. Kabuki brush instead. And we're just going to go like this and blend that all over our face. Nice Kabuki brush. I got it ages ago, but it really is a good one if you're looking for one. It's by Eco Tools, and it's just their, I think, ultimate Kabuki blender brush or something along those ultimate lines. Tutorial ever, I swear. Okay, now we're gonna. This is a really good powder if you're looking to not have any flashback in photos, or if you just want a cheap powder that's translucent and won't add any color. This is a great one. Continue adding that to set your face. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go in and contour, or fake contour slash bronze. I'm going to be using the natural... the Pixi by Petra Natural Contour Shadow in the shade Shape and Shadow. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the edge of this Kabuki brush. We're just going to make a line. A very subtle contour line. We're just going to brush up. You never want to brush down when you're doing contour. That kind of defeats the purpose of contour, which is to lift your face and bring out certain areas of your face more than others. Do the same on the other side. One way you can avoid this being splotchy is making sure you add enough powder to your face to make it smooth. So just go around the hairline, wherever you think you need it. Hairline, it's usually hairline for me. Under the jaw. And then I can't nose. I've been nose contouring, and guys, I can never go back. It's like a sickness. I can never go back to not contouring my nose. There's just something about it. I don't know. This is weird. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my blush palette. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette in the shade All About Pink. I'm going to take this stippling brush. I think, where did I get this? Names are off. I have no idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this sort of pinky one right there, right there. We're just going to do a light dusting of this on her cheeks. This is the lightest application you've ever seen. And this is a really great palette. If you're looking to be on a budget and you don't want to spend a ton of money, this is actually a very good one. Very pigmented, and it works like a charm. The shadows blend, not shadows, the blushes blend like butter, and it's really nice. I love it. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the highlight shades in here. Actually, I'm gonna take the pink over. In this palette, I'm gonna take in the pink highlight shade right there. Dust that off a little bit. We're going to take that onto the tops of our cheekbones. Make our face below like a candlelight. Ah, my legs are falling asleep. Take it on the tops of your cheekbones. And then nose, of course. Guys, I can never go back to regular contouring. I mean, regular highlighting. Okay, so now we have that done. I'm going to take my nude waterline pencil and we're just going to put that in our waterline. Any way you have it, it will work. I mean, I can never not do it. What I meant to say. Okay, so now that we have the waterline, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an angled brush, something like this, and we're going to really apply a dark brown onto that lower lash line. We're going to really smoke out the lower lash line here, and we're going to press that into our lower lash line. Now this is a really easy way to make it more pigmented, to really smoke out the lower lash line, by really pressing in either dark shadow or something along those lines. And the best part about this look is it's easily recreatable. Like, it doesn't take a lot of tools. I'm pretty sure most of you probably already have this stuff, so it's not that hard. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little cheat. I'm going to be taking it from an outside source. I'm just going to be taking a, let's see. These are the Coastal Scents Hot Pot. I'll have a review of them coming up soon. But for the moment, I'm just going to be taking this purple right here. What's the name of this? The name of this shadow is Vibrant Plum. I'm going to be taking the color Vibrant Plum. And we're just going to do the same thing and really press it into the lower lash line. I really want this to be a pigmented lower lash line. Use either an ashy tone contour powder, it could be a warmer tone contour powder. We really want to smoke out this lower lash line. So take anything that you have, really. It doesn't have to be this. That's really gonna smoke this out. Okay, so that lower lash line's done. Now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do mascara, because that's always the most important thing. I'm gonna be taking Maybelline the Falsies Volume Express mascara, and what you want to do is you want to be careful with this because it can, if you don't, so don't blink basically. Because it can transfer onto the upper lash line, which is something we don't want, because that would kind of defeat the purpose. And the whole point of this blindfold makeup challenge was to make a look out of anything. It could be completely random, and I could create a look out of whatever. It didn't matter if it was something completely random or if I had already used it or pre-planned it. I could create a look out of anything for the most part. And I did just that. This would even be a good winter transition to spring. makeup look if you really want to transition yourself to spring colors. This would be a good one. Okay, so that's gonna do it for the eyes. Eyes are done. Now we're gonna move on to lips. My brows are already done. I did that off camera. Now we're gonna just move on to lips, and I picked up the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Clueless, and that's what we're gonna use. Just take whatever. Oh yay! I'm so happy because this is like a neutrally pink. Oh, I'm so happy. I've forgotten how natural this color is on the lips. Okay guys, that's gonna be the blindfold makeup challenge. I had a really fun time doing this, and I think it really forces you to be more creative with your looks if you don't know exactly what you want to do. You have to pick at random whatever you have. So I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys liked it. And of course, comment, rate, subscribe. Don't even need to ask because you guys are awesome and I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.